Guys, Brandon from Harris Decals, and today I want to talk to you about our new heat press that we got. We just got this thing a couple months ago. It is the DTF station semi-automatic pneumatic press from All American Print Supply. Like I said, we just got this thing a couple months ago, but for the limited use that I've used it so far, I'm really liking this thing. Setup was pretty easy. The heat press and all that came assembled already. All you had to do is put together the stand, add your laser attachments to it, and it was ready to go. We paired this thing with the combo kit that they're offering with the California Air Tools air compressor. Hookup was real easy, just a couple air fittings and you're ready to rock and roll. So today on the press we are going to be printing some sublimated bottle openers for direct golf cars. Just because it is a DTF station does not mean you can only do DTF stuff. It works just like a regular heat press. You can do your sublimations, you can do heat transfers, DTF, anything that you would use a normal heat press for, you can do it on this thing. And while we're printing those, let me tell you about some stuff that I really like about this press. It's a dual station press. Got two platens here. These platens are interchangeable with other sizes. We do have those. But what I like about it is I can be pressing one item and getting my next item set up. So it's really efficient. You can basically do two things at one time. Press your first one, get your other ones set up, and once the first one's done, you just slide this thing over and you're good to go on your second one. Take that first one off and you're just rocking and rolling the entire time. Another thing I like is the pressure. It's really easy to set the pressure with your old manual presses. You just kind of had to do it by feel. This one you can actually dial it down to your PSI. So if you need light pressure, just dial it down to a lighter PSI. If you need some heavy pressure, crank that air pressure up and you're good to go. So I mentioned some of the advantages over your traditional clamshell press that this thing has. Another thing that I really like is the fact that it's a hover press. It gives us the ability to do thicker items such as plaques and trophies and stuff like that. So it gives us the option to do thicker items where you're just going straight down on the thing instead of kind of smashing it with a clamp. Also, the return is nice. It's not making any loud pops. You're not wearing out your hydraulic arms on a clamshell press. This thing is straight up, straight down with the air pressure. It makes it really nice and smooth. So the press comes with these laser adjustments. They're pretty handy. You can set it up however way you need it. You make little boxes. It makes lining up your artwork pretty consistent. Slide your shirt on, put it where you need, and if you put your artwork in the box or whatever, each and every time it's going to be in the same spot. So if you're doing a lot of stuff, they're pretty handy. I haven't used them a whole lot because a lot of stuff we've done so far with it is just one-off things. But I definitely see the advantages of it. Now another thing I wish they would have done with the laser guides is if they could have put some quick release knobs on it so you can lift it up and slide it up out of the way. I kind of made our own, went to Home Depot, got some quick release knobs and then replaced the screws with it. That way I can just loosen these real quick, get it up out of the way. Because a lot of times what I like to do, and it's all personal preference, is to work above the item, but with the lasers in there it's kind of in the way. Like I said, it's just all personal preference. Just one thing I wish they would have done. Now another thing I wish would have been an additional option you could do is get some wheels for the cart. Once again, it's personal preference, but here at our shop we like to have wheels on a lot of things so we can move stuff out of the way as needed. This thing's pretty stationary since there is no wheel. And also with the fact that you're adding an air compressor in your shop, this California Air Tools thing is super quiet. When it runs, it's not very loud. It doesn't run that long. It fills up really quick, so you don't have that annoying air compressor sound all day long. Now, I did mention that you can interchange the pallets on these things. I have one of our smaller ones right here. They're pretty easy to do. They could be simpler. One thing I wish they would have done is put some guide pins on the back of the pallet or either on the mounting spot, but basically it's just two screws on both those things. Put this back on, line up your screws and tighten her down and you're ready. All right, guys, we showed you the press in action. Let's take a closer look and see the controls, how you put in semi-automatic mode, manual mode, and how you set your times and temps. Okay, first things first, we have our power switch right here, a little on-off action. Once the press boots up, set your times and your temps. Menu button right here. Go through, arrows up and down. We'll set your temperature. Hit it one more time. You can set your time and lock everything in. Just hit that menu button one more time. You have an emergency stop function right here. Push it, everything will pop right back up if the press is down, and you can reset it there. Button here is your toggle switch between your manual mode and semi-automatic. If it's depressed, you're in manual mode. To do manual mode, there's two little green buttons on the sides right here. There's one right there, and the other one is right over here. Push those buttons simultaneously. When you're in your semi-automatic mode, all you need to do is slide your press over your pallet. There's a little switch in the back. When that switch engages, the press will drop. Then in the back here, there's adjustments. You can control how fast the press will drop. I just left them at the factory specs. All right, guys, I'm back a couple days later. I just realized that I never gave you a conclusion to the review of the heat press. I got busy pressing those bottle openers we were doing. So here is just a quick wrap up of what we like about this heat press. The DTF station from All American Print Supply. Right now, at the time of the recording of this video, it's February 2023. You can get this combo kit for, I believe, just under $3,400, $3,500, roughly around that price range on their website. So far, like I said, it's limited use that we've had. I've only had it for a couple months, but I really like it so far. No major complaints. Every complaint that I have is just all personal preference stuff that would have made my life a little bit easier, just the way that I work. Really like the fact that there's two platens on this thing. You can bang two things out at one time. Like I said earlier, set one item while you're pressing it, get the other one going, so then just fly right back and forth. The fact that it's air driven is really nice. No more manually pressing down items over and over and over again. Definitely saves on the shoulder a little bit. So like I said, really like it. The combination with the air compressor that we got with it, you know, you hear it every now and then, but it's not overly loud. I did play a little audio clip in it in the review. Most of the time you don't even hear it, and it doesn't even go off that often. I mean, you're not using a lot of air pressure as you're using this thing, so your smaller jobs, you probably won't even hear it at all. It'll run maybe once or twice, and that's about it. Larger jobs, I recently did a large direct-to-garment t-shirt order, so we were drying our pre-treat on this thing, and it only went off like a handful of times, so it doesn't interfere with your daily use at all. Most of the time I have the radiator louder than this thing actually goes. So, like I said, really like the heat press. If you have any questions about it, drop us a comment below. I'll do my best to answer them. And if you're looking for any other tips, check out our other videos on our YouTube channel. Just put up one the other day about how to get the best prints out of our Brother GTX Pro. Got that one going. I think we just released one about how professionals remove vinyl off lettering. We do a lot of decals and stuff here, hence the name Harris Decals. Try to put out some tips and tricks throughout the months, give you guys a little insight of behind the scenes here at Harris Decals. Thanks for watching. Like I said, comment, like, subscribe, you know all this stuff. You know how YouTubers do this stuff. So thanks for watching, guys.